What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a full off-road test on the TST GT63 mini electric dirt bike. Now, if you want to see a full review that I did on this bike, I'll have a link in the description down below where you can check out the full review. Today we're just going to be doing the off-road test on this little monster over here. All right, let's get this thing going. Now, as I'm riding over here, I'll talk about some of the specs of this bike. Again, I went through extreme detail on my review, but just to give you a general idea, this is a 2400 watt mid-drive motor with 210 newton meters of torque, and I can definitely feel that torque. We're going to be testing it today, and here's our first little mini obstacle in the form of this little hill climb coming up. Oh yeah, this thing is just gonna eat it up. We also have a 48 volts 22.5 amp hour removable battery. As far as tires go, we have a 14-inch in the front, 12 in the rear. Here we got some little beach sand type of area. Tires are handling it no problem. Bumpy bit. Oh yeah, no problem. Now I do hear a little bit of clanking happening, and I'm not sure if it's coming from like the plastics, or maybe I can tighten the battery compartment a little bit more. But other than that, this thing is handling this area no problem, man. Dude, what a little monster. Look at this. Look at this torque over here. Absolutely crazy. Now, as far as the suspension goes, look at that. Pretty good. Let's continue. This is our little bumpy bit right here, and the suspension handled it no problem. We have an hydraulic front fork, rear monoshock. That's pretty good. I'm gonna try not to get my 360 camera caught up in these bushes. It's pretty narrow over here, so I have to stick to the right. But so far, we are flying over here, and I am working my way to our infamous hill climb over here. That's pretty steep. Now, in the full review, I did like a hill climb test on pavement, and this thing just ate it up. This hill is a lot steeper and should be a lot more demanding, but with 210 newton meters of torque and this big sprocket 60 tooth, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to do it no problem. I may not even have to go full power here. Probably gonna be able to just crawl my way up, which is what I plan on doing, just to show you how the motor is capable and has a lot of power to be able to handle this hill climb with no problem. Man, this thing is so fun. I'm always surprised at how they can squeeze so much power in such a small package for a crazy price. That is insane to me. Now let's check our brakes. We have dot fluid hydraulic brakes, pit bike style. See how they act under constant pressure, and they are pretty amazing for this little thing right here. Now, same situation as before. I don't want to get my camera caught up in the bushes, so I kind of have to stick to the right, and there's like big ruts to the right. Anyways, bear with me. Definitely passed that section with ease. Man, this thing is a little monster. Now, as far as the price, we're looking at about 1,400 bucks. So this bike goes for $13.99, but I will have a discount code for you guys to use. That'll be in the description down below, as well as a pinned comment to make your life easy. Another thing I want to mention is this section never comes across on camera. Every time I edit the footage, I'm like, bro, why didn't you go faster? Were you scared? Were you whatever? And you guys don't understand, the camera never does this place justice. It is much steeper than what it is, but it's handling this place with ease so far. Very, very good performance on this thing. Now, another thing I want to show you is the seat. Check this out. Showed it in the main review, but just to show you again, look how comfortable this thing is, and it's fairly wide. Really, really comfortable seat on this thing. All right, let's continue. Now, as far as stunts, wheelies, all those things, I don't really know how to, so please excuse me, but this thing definitely has enough power for you to do wheelies and have some fun. Look at that, it's just eating up these hills with no problem. Now, my original plan was, oh man, this thing's a monster. My original plan was to take it on this little mini off-road section and then kind of go back and try to tweak the settings on the controller. I wasn't sure what kind of controller this bike had in the main review, but I did open everything up and check. This bike has a Hobby Wing controller. Now, it's a company I've never heard of before, but I guess they're pretty popular when it comes to like mini dirt bikes and all kinds of things like that. So as far as the brand goes, it's pretty decent. If I'm not mistaken, it's an 80 amp controller. Here we have another hill climb over here, and this thing is just gonna have a field day out here, literally. But back to the controller, I'm pretty sure it's like they worked with TST to kind of produce their own tune for it. Now, they are tunable, and that was the plan. I was gonna go back home, open it up, tweak some of the settings so we can get like a higher top speed. But unfortunately, that Hobby Wing controller does not have built-in Bluetooth, and it does not accept the far driver dongle. They have their own proprietary dongle, which I don't have. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to connect to this controller and tweak some of the settings. But I'll be honest with you, I've reviewed a lot of these e-bikes before, or electric dirt bikes, and it does seem like they got the tune pretty much maxed out on what the battery can deliver and as far as the controller goes. So I'm not sure how much more speed you'd be able to get out of this tune or whatever. So far, it's a pretty decent tune. Got a little continuous hill climb here, pretty extreme. This bike is hauling my ass around. I weigh 160 pounds, just to give you a general idea, and it's hauling me around no problem. As far as the chain, we have a 420 chain, 62 rear sprocket. So if you do want a little bit more speed without tuning the controller, I guess you can get a smaller sprocket and that will give you more speed, but you will lose some of the torque, and this thing, man, has a whole lot of torque. And even though this bike is on the smaller size of things, sitting position and all that stuff is very comfortable for me. I'm 5'8", 160 pounds, and I fit on this thing no problem at all. Very comfortable for sure. Now again, I'm not gonna be lying to you guys, I do hear a little bit of clanking happening, but I'm not sure if it's from the battery. Like, I can tighten it a little bit more. There's like a little bracket you install to tighten the battery, or it's maybe from some of the plastics, but other than that, everything else is great. And for 1,400 bucks, even without my discount, for the amount of power and quality of parts that you're getting here, this bike is pretty good for what it is. Another thing that I personally really like is the fact that TST has their own unique frame on this bike, which I've never seen before. A lot of these companies kind of grab a design from like a manufacturer and just slap their stickers on there. So there are many e-bikes who are pretty much the same e-bike, just different manufacturers. This is extremely unique. All right, so now I'm gonna try doing this very thin section. Now, unfortunately, it's too thin. My 360 camera gets caught up in all that stuff. So let me remove that real quick. We're gonna have to abandon the 360 camera for this section, and then we'll continue. All right, 360 camera out of the way. This is extremely thin, and man, these bushes, oh my God, they're so spiky. I think I made a mistake. I shouldn't have come down here. Holy cow, spiky and super overgrown. Now what I'm trying to prove is this thing is so tiny and nimble that you can kind of make your way around. Oh my God, that was spiky. And ride almost anywhere. Ow, these are spiky. Oh my God, that was a mistake. Oh, get out of here. Oh my God. Oh my God, ow. Wow. That was a huge mistake, but we're able to do it. And man, this thing is such a blast, guys. So again, I'll have a full review that's already out by the time this video is coming out, but you can check out the full review, link in the description for that. And as you just witnessed, it could definitely do some off-roading, some extreme off-roading. This thing is a little beast, man. And one last reminder, I will have a discount code that'll be in the description down below, along with the link if you're interested in this bike. It is really, really fun. But that's pretty much it for our off-road test on the TST GT63. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.